Okay, so if you watch my previous review, you know that I loved Wolfenstein 2. I think it was a really great game, a lot of fun, so I was quite excited for the DLC. Now, on the Eva's Hammer, on the ship, the sort of home base that you have, there is a locked, sealed room. Now, the room was sealed up for a while just before Christmas. It had a counter, and there was a bit of a mystery as to what was behind it. Now, the room did open just before Christmas, but unfortunately I didn't get time to really investigate it thoroughly because I was away, but I finally got to do that, so I'm going to review what's back there. Now, when the room opens up, there's basically a terminal and then a whole lot of collectible type things in there, various letters and newspapers and documents and things that sort of flesh out the world a bit more and some of the events and things that have happened, which is quite good. They're quite interesting and they often add a little bit of colour to the story. But the two main things that the room concealed was sort of a challenge mode. You can go back and play through various sections with some goals and things. Now, I've tried one of those. I don't really know what happened with it. I kind of completed it. I killed all the guys, but then nothing really happened, and I was just kind of stuck in the level till I opted to bail out of it. So I don't really know whether that was as intended or if that's just kind of what happened to me. I'll have to revisit that and have another go of it and see what the deal is with it. But the thing that I was super excited about was the additional story. So the DLC is bringing in 3 new stories. There's the Adventures of Gunslinger Joe, where you're following a black football player on his adventure through smashing the Nazi hordes. There's the Diaries of Agent Silent Death, where she's infiltrated Tinseltown, Hollywood, and is after the Nazi bunkers and stopping whatever Nazi plan is going on. And the final one is The Amazing Deeds of Captain Wilkins. Apparently you're heading into Alaska to stop the creation of the sun gun, or stopping that from being used. Interestingly enough, that was mentioned in some of the other parts of the story, so it's nice to see that it kind of extends the story and continues things on a bit. So the DLC is staged for release. The initial deal that you get when the room opens is Episode 0, which is a prologue. It basically is just a sneak peek of the 3 different DLCs, so you can play a short segment from each one. It's quite good, I suppose, as a taster, but it's I don't know, it's not really a prologue, it's not really leading into those things or anything, it's really just giving you see if you want to buy it, throw some money down. So Gunslinger Joe released on December 14th, Agent Silent Death will release on January the 30th, so that one's coming up soon, and Captain Wilkins is releasing on March 2018, so they're all staged out. I don't know how you feel about that. I guess if they need to have time to finish them, I kind of understand that. But in terms of just spacing out your play time, it's probably a little bit irritating. Be nice to just play them now if you wanted to. Anyway, so I've played the first one, which is Gunslinger Joe. I've gone all the way through, and you know what? It was actually surprisingly good. It does reuse some of the existing locations and things from the maps, but there are new connecting locations and some new locations in there as well. So it's quite good. Each of the DLCs is based around the use of one of the particular mods from the game. So Gunslinger Joe has the, I think it's called the ramshackles. So basically his point of difference is you can bash through walls, you can smash into Nazis, smash through crates and things like that. That's quite good. Agent Silent Death, she sneaks around by squashing down small and sneaking through vents and things, using the constrictor rig. And Captain Wilkins has got the transforming extendo legs, so I guess his mechanism will involve him, getting up high and over things and stuff like that. So it's an interesting way to do it. I sort of thought they might have been a bit gimmicky, but it actually worked quite well with Gunslinger Joe. It fitted in with his character well. Yeah, as a football player, you know, you expect him to tackle and things like that. He does a surprising a lot of nut shots on the Nazis, which is kind of fun. You know, sneak up behind them, smack them between the legs, and when they go down, you know, beat the shit out of them. So it was good fun. Also, the stories went on for a reasonable amount of time as well. They travel through quite a lot of locations. Joseph Stallion, you start off in the concentration camp. You sort of escape from the laboratory where they're testing and experimenting on people. Escape back out into the world, find the resistance, get equipped up there, go on a bit of a Nazi smashing spree, hunt down the guy that was running the facility that you're after, find out where he's gone, and then you end up pursuing him to Venus. So yeah, there's a good range of locations. It was really good. So I would say the DLCs are well worth the value. Check them out, especially if you enjoyed the game. I especially like that they're not just little gimmicks. They're not different play modes or anything like that. They're actual story. They're extending the story, and I think that's awesome. That's definitely the sort of thing I would like to see from DLC. I wish more games would do that. I can definitely say this was more value than we got from Destiny 2 Rise of Osiris expansion, or Curse of Osiris, whatever they call it. Definitely felt like there was a lot more to play on this. It was a lot more fun. A lot less gimmicks. So yeah, check it out, and I will review the other two Freedom Chronicles when they release. They reckon it's about 9 hours of all new adventures in this expansion. I would say that's probably about right. Certainly if you crank the difficulty up, I imagine some of them could be quite challenging. Venus had some massive robots and things towards the end that certainly give you a run for your money. So yeah, check it out. So I would give the first expansion, The Adventures of Gunslinger Joe, an 8 out of 10. I think it's excellent, extends the game, lots of fun. Check it out, it's well worth it. I would say it's probably a lot better than Curse of Osiris was in Destiny 2. I definitely want to see more kinds of DLCs that expand the story rather than just adding a few extra gimmicks on. Something I was hugely disappointed with Destiny. We're still waiting for some real expansion to the story. This definitely gives us that. As it is, I'm looking forward to Wolfenstein 3, which I hope will eventually come out. As always, if you like the review, please click subscribe. Feel free to leave any comments and let me know what you think. If there's a game you recommend I should check out, feel free to let me know. Always on the lookout for something fun to play. Alright, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.